Let's go ahead and check this out, guys. We're watching streamers talking about the NASA moon landing. I don't even want to. All right.
Yo, Lacey, by the way, bro.
Oh.
I'm very proud of your.
Wait.
I don't
Joe,
care about
I
any
have
of
a
this.
What's up?
He knows. He knows. He's rage baiting. He's
rocket?
rage baiting. He knew it. He knew exactly what he's getting. If you start the sentence off with that, Joe, I got a question. Do you think, like, if I'm Joe, bro, the first instinct is I'm about to get fucking rage baited so hard. Here we go. But Joe being Joe, he still, respects the conversation. This is going to be hilarious.
Ooh, do you think the live stream that we just watched,
Yeah.
do you think it's fake?
Yes.
No. Can I?
Yeah. I made a joke after it ended. I was like, oh, well, the Earth's flat, so this is obviously fake. I clearly not leaning it. Do you no Cliff Farm bullshit? You think that was a fake stream?
Yes.
There were people in Florida watching.
I was in Florida. I'm in Florida. I was on a parking garage in Miami, looking over, trying to see it. Didn't see a single thing.
Hello that you sex.
Wait, do y'all think the original moon landing was fake? Or
Yes.
Oh my!
It's
That was
fake.
also fake.
It's fake.
No,
Thank you.
Joe.
The moon landing was fake, dude.
Joe,
The moon
Joe,
landing
Joe,
was
Joe.
fake,
Moon
dude.
landing was not.
Dude, oh my God, bro. I would be like, all right, yo, we're boxing. How long do you want? 6 weeks, 6 months? Like, I'll give you time to practice. We're boxing. I'm gonna show you what real and fake is when my hand is actually, like, my fist is meeting your face. Like, do you want to do bare knuckle? Like, well, I'm down. Like, chat, I don't fucking box. I don't know shit about fighting. I've never fought in my life. But in this instance, bro, the words just won't work on people whose brains are like SpongeBob and Patrick if they were molded into one fucking entity. Like, there's no way you're convincing these people. It's gonna get so much worse. Oh my God, this is actually gonna be such a funny video, and I love that they exist because it does make for a funny video. But at the same time, it's like I don't know if they're joking, bro. Like, genuinely, and specific people, like, you can kind of tell. Like, Lacey obviously jumped into it laughing. Muda, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Muda's interesting. I don't trust anything Muda says, though. To be fair, so.
Yes, it was.
Joe, I saw a video.
It's fake, dude.
I saw a video where, like, the flag was like there was like wind. Like, there's no wind in space.
Let's just do something real quick. First off, I just want to do this first. So it wouldn't move. Ultimately, it wouldn't move like a typical one, but it would still move. Also, even me looking that up feels dumb because, like, I'm like, I know there's no wind in space, and Muda probably was like, oh, I saw it in space moving. Okay, buddy. I mean, can we get more details on this? Because it just sounds like you're talking about the rocket going off, which means the rocket going off is initially going to have wind before it breaks the atmosphere. So if I respond to you with the factor that, are you talking about out of atmosphere, like out of the atmosphere, or are you talking about in? And if you say, well, I'm talking about out, then you're just going to answer responding to what I'm talking about because you have a 50-50 chance to be right or wrong, because if it's still in the atmosphere, it's still going to move. And then if it's going ahead and using an acceleration boost, it's still going to move because that's still going to create some force, some type of movement. It takes one Google search or two Google searches, like I just did, to find out, oh, well, it doesn't have wind in space, obviously. But if you go in and type that in, it'll tell you why it would, like, potentially something would move if it had a lesser, like, stability to it. Because there's still stuff that would make it, that would create this like, it would create this ability for it to move because of something else that maybe is not typical wind, but it's close enough in the sense that it will still do something similar.
12-year-old that had no, like, logical.
I get why Joe gets mad, though. Wait one
looking
sec.
into that, right? Like, you said, oh, the flag looks like it's waving. There's no wind on the moon. Obviously, moon landing's fake. Did you, like, look into, like, maybe a rebuttal on that? Or...
No. But you know what's weird? Why have we gone to space 100 years ago, but we haven't been to
Exactly.
So I have seen the beginning of this, and I love Joe's response to this because it makes complete sense. And I also want to hit on another thing as well to add on to Joe's thought process, but we'll just let Joe talk for a second.
I agree.
We haven't been back to the moon yet, though.
Ginger trolling. I refuse to believe a British person is.
No, I agree.
I refuse to believe.
I agree.
We have better.
Ginger's trolling. You obviously.
Now than 100 years ago.
Ross, I'll be honest.
We have better technology now than 100 years ago. Why have we not been back?
Thank you. That's the thing. No, Joe. If we
Also,
I put it back.
first off, can I just put this out there? We went in 1969, funny number, but 1969, chat, was the first time anybody ever went, like, stepped on the moon, okay? Now I want to make you understand the first time anybody went to the moon. So we're at about 50, almost 60 years. We're almost there. We're at about 57, right? 57 years of since this Apollo 11. Now to put that in perspective, if that's 57 years since Apollo 11, right? And there was a lot of good ones before that, but there were some explosions. What Joe goes ahead and says is this.
I'm going to explain it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Explain it. Go on, explain it then. God, these fucking American dogs, dude.
The reason we have not gone back is because there's not an economic or war-based reason to go back. Going to the moon or Mars, where people want to go, we could go to Mars right now. If we really wanted to, we could go right now. There is no economic reason to go to Mars.
So let me ask you a question, Joe.
Saying they want to go to Mars. Lacey,
Okay, now that's Joe's response. Now I want to add on to that because I think that is a very, very well done answer. I think that's 100% accurate. I think the big reason we have not gone back is because there's no reason to go back. In 1969, 1967 area when we were really exploring, the reason we wanted to go there was because we wanted to be like the first people to go on the moon. Cold War was from 1947 to 1991. The reason that the Cold War, like the reason that we really wanted to get ourselves so far ahead in like technological advancements was because we're competing with so many other like people to do this. Like a lot of us was like, we were competing to get to the moon. We were competing to be the better country, the better fucking like place to be. Like that was the whole concept of it, was to show that we're stronger than other people. And then on top of that, to add on to it is when you create something, right? You always want to make it better. So why would you go ahead and keep sending stuff, using material, using things, and continuously wasting materials to go to somewhere when you can't do anything up there? We could have gone up there for the last fucking 60 years. But what would be the point to go up there? Not that we weren't going up there, because we were definitely going up there with other like machines, not manned ones, but we were going up there with stuff, and we were doing stuff that was still relating to space, hence a lot of the reason we have advancements in general. But why would you do something if you have nothing to do with, like, so let me put a simpler term for y'all. If I have a house, right, and I'm building that house, I'm going to go to that house when I have said material for house, right? Like, I'm going to go with the people that are building the house, and we're going to go with material. If I don't have enough money for material, but I have the house, or I don't have any way to buy the material, I'm not going to go to the house anytime soon other than to maybe check on it. Now, they can just do that with machines, so there's no point to go to the moon unless they can build or prosper or do something with it. Nowadays, the reason they went to the moon probably was just to make sure, you know, we can do it this fast, boom, bada bing. Yep, exactly. I think it was to show that they can do it. It was a test, which I think is 100% correct to do. It's the first manned things that we've done in like a manned rocket or manned exploration in space that we've done in a long time from my perspective. So the reason we did that was to test. Like, you're not going to go as a human being or as a person, right? You're not just going to go ahead and ride a bicycle without testing it first. Like, if you just built that bicycle, you're going to get on it, you know, you're going to test it. You're not just going to go full force down a mountain because you're like, I'm confident, this is good. No, you're going to test it, especially with human lives. If these people die, they are important. Do you know how long it to train an astronaut? Like, it takes a long time. You have to know so much. The moon landing was Apollo 17, which touched down in 1972. This was the last one. And then we went ahead and took a break. And honestly, brother, like, it makes sense. Because we're not just going to waste things, bro. Like, we're not just going to throw things away when we could just throw like a robot up in space to check it out. We don't need to send men or women who could die of an accident that is definitely plausible when we could use like scientific revolutionary robots or like mechanically built robots or things like that, when which could stand in place for humans who, if we lose a human, like that's going to take 15, 20 years to recuperate and get another human of that caliber of knowledge of that astronaut. And also, it's a human being. Like, you don't want them to die. You don't want anybody to die. So this argument's stupid. I think Lacey's just an idiot. I think they're really just rage baiting because there's no actual intelligence behind this, but it is what it is. So this will be a long video.
Fuck it off, you dick.
Let me ask you a question.
You're talking out your ass, Joe.
Hey, Joe, let me ask you a question then, Joe.
You're talking shit, mate.
Thank you, James.
There's no economic reason.
Joe, listen to
It'd be
this. Hey,
fucking
Joe.
Economic, by the way. And why waste money on something when we could do the cheaper route for like robots and stuff? Like I made an example earlier that I'll explain quicker for TikTok. Hey guys, If you're building a house and you don't have the material to build the house, you're not going to go to the house just to sit there and dilly-dally and dance around and prance around. There's like a reason for them doing this. They were testing. That was the reason for them going up into space right now. They're like, okay, we built something better. We've made a lot of modifications. We've made a lot of advancements. And I'm sure that they're literally going to start actually trying to build stuff or trying to do stuff in space and actually like broaden our horizon. It's only been 60 something years since we first landed on the moon, or it's only been 57 years since we landed on the moon. Except Joe.
All
Go,
of a sudden in
always the fucking
2026,
normal
they want to
line.
do it for a Twitch live stream, right?
Also, that is going to
makes
make money as well.
Let's stream it on Twitch.
Apparently, they're doing just a drive-by. They're not landing on the moon.
Because they can.
Oh, what a surprise! Americans doing a drive-by. Fucking hell.
Why not just land if we're gonna?
What
go
a
near it?
fucking
Might as well
surprise.
Just land on
This
it.
part too.
Because then you have to take back off, and it costs more money.
So how did they do it in the first place?
And you lose your.
Also, what's the point in landing? Like, actually, can I just like preface that? If it's just that, if they actually did a little bit of research, you know they didn't do research. You know they just love rage baiting Joe. But if they just did like a second of research and they just went, why are we planning to do more missions? Yes, we're planning to do more missions to go to the fucking moon. The point of this is to do a test run to see if we can make it back from the moon. Like, if you went to the moon, landed on the moon, and then the ship was like, about that. We cannot get back to Earth. Sorry. They would have just landed on the moon, wasted all their fuel, and then they're fucked. And then we have to do a rescue mission with more lives in risk, and their lives already in risk. Like, use your brain.
Okay, Joe. Hey, Joe. They got an airport. They got an airport on the moon now, right? When they went, they took off from the fucking airport, took an airplane back to Earth. No.
Okay, he just
I
sounds
mean, that's
stupid.
what I'm saying. I mean, Joe, listen, dude. We know you're controlled by the propaganda, and we know.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna lie. Lacey and Lacey just sounded so dumb there. That literally had no sense of like any intelligence. There was nothing. And then Muda going, "That's what I'm saying, brother." He just talked about an airport on the moon. They're talking about. I'm so fucking lost. How it would I have to like be beat with a bat in the head to like actually understand Lacey? I feel like I would. Like Muda is this type of person who doesn't exist in my brain. Like Lacey at least has a little bit of sense of like presence. Like he's dumb enough to have presence. Muda's just Muda. Like he doesn't exist in my brain. I see this guy, I'm like, this is a cheater. I fuck with Muda, but like he's a cheater. Okay, bro, that is what it is. Like I don't believe anything he says. Nothing is sustenance, dude. Jesus.
That you're just a sheep. But yeah, I mean, I'm
a
not gonna
sheep.
fall for the I'm not just not gonna fall for it, bro. I'm just
You
not
know he's
gonna-
trolling though. You know he's trolling.
You're right, mate.
Everybody's
Yo,
trolling.
I didn't know UK himself was in the call. What's good?
Hey, James.
Yeah, you're right. You're okay, mate.
Joe, you
Oh,
see
Americans
Joe?
need an economic reson to do something since fucking when, mate?
Thank you.
First off, he's saying economic, brother. Just say economic.
Thank you.
Also, Joe's face, like,
Joe, it's these typical Americans that come on stream,
very simple.
spaff a loads of shit to their audience and come across like they know what they're on about.
I'm not
see, at least these two can like keep a straightish face. Jin just isn't
I'm
believable.
serious.
I wouldn't even respond to Ginge.
Well, see, I can't tell whether or not you're rage
I'm-
baiting or it's your
I'm
honest
being-
take, Lacey, but I know for a fact that Ginge is rage baiting me because I know
I'm not
he would
rage baiting.
actually think that. When you said, oh, wow, first time America needs an economic reason to do something, what the fuck are we talking about? That's the only thing America does.
Nah,
Is off
mate,
of
you
economic.
fucking
No.
you spaff money everywhere, you lot.
Literally the only reason we cause
Joe, you
wars.
gotta understand.
We went to the moon.
We faked
went
the
to
moon.
No, you
moon.
didn't, Joe. You didn't go to the moon.
Lacey, we went to the moon
Okay,
the
that's
first
just-
time
that's just-
because of war-based reasons.
Thank
It was
you.
Capitalism versus communism
true.
to go to the moon.
Not true.
Yes,
We were literally proving that we were better than them. That was the whole entire iteration of that. I guess to be fair, like you can't really look at Lacey and go, "That's a smart guy." You kind of just have to go, "That's a guy. That's a human. That's somebody I have to like say I'm the same. Like he's part of our like human race. Kind of. Maybe he's a little bit de-evolved. But he's still a part of it, right?" I don't know, bro. It's just like It's crazy how good he's like there at rage baiting because they do it so often. I would say Lacey's really good at Ginge. Obviously, you can tell he's just trolling.
Shit like that. I swear to God.
I know what you're talking
And
about.
the-
I saw that too. And the flag was waving somehow. There's
Yes,
wind on the
and the
moon.
flag was-
Yeah,
and there's
yeah,
no-
dude. No, that was the fan in the warehouse that they filmed it at.
In the flag waving. Go on,
Explain it,
explain
Joe.
it waving.
Can I just say, can I
Go on,
say
Joe.
one thing? Can I
Go
say
on,
one thing?
Joe.
Explain it.
So 100 years later, we're doing a drive-by, not a land. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, 100 years. Yeah, I think your maths is a bit off there,
we're
mate.
already trillion dollars. We're already $1 trillion in debt.
I think your math's a little bit off. I'm glad somebody pointed it out. He's about 40 years off, which is quite a bit of time. Not like an insane amount, but it's definitely quite a bit of time. Bro, I love how you just got everybody just like on his ass, bro. And then Muda's over here. Muda's over here like we like 100 years later, we're just doing a flyby. Yeah, we don't want to risk human lives more than we already have to, because we actually care about humans, just a little bit, especially our astronauts who take fucking mega time to train to become these people to do this. But yeah, let's just go ahead and write off all of their accomplishments and write off all their time they spent doing this, just because we think it's fake when we actually have no fucking proof other than the propaganda that people love to spread, because we wouldn't be a human like race if we didn't have difference of opinions, right? Even when it's pretty much factually shown inside of our fucking brain cells, people have physically lost their lives in rockets taking off and going up into space. Like yeah, we'll just write off all of that just because it's propaganda. Like, it's such a loser mindset to actually think like that when it's people are just dedicating their lives to this, and you're just like, I'm Muda, I cheat at video games, but I can give a sorry 100 like just shut the fuck up. What are we doing?
We're already $1 trillion. We're already $1 trillion in debt. What's like
Exactly.
what's
The
Billions,
American
by the way.
flag appeared to wave on the moon because it was held up by a horizontal rod that didn't fully extend, creating a rippling, wrinkled effect, not because of the wind.
Okay.
Oh, so you're telling me
It meant
NASA
the
can't
wrinkles-
get a
No,
rod that extends?
no.
Fuck it off.
Joe.
Got me subways
Hey
here.
Joe,
I
Joe,
mean,
let me ask you a question, Joe. Hey Joe, let me ask you a question. If I went and landed on Earth and stood on it, I'd fall
I feel like
through the
It'd be a
clouds
fucking
onto
meteor. It'd be a fucking meteor, bro.
and stood on it. I'd ask you a question, Joe. Hey Joe, let me ask you a question.
I was gonna say, response to Muda saying like somebody was saying something about NASA can't get like the right rod or whatever. Like, it's just the same instance that Muda can't get surgery for his nose, even though he's a fucking loaded ass streamer, or like Ginge can't pronounce economic correctly, or he says economic, and I get like there's a difference in accent, but I'm just saying, like, there's reasons for everything, but not everything is perfect. Like, as a streamer, there's people with bad cameras who should have good cameras. There's people who live in poor houses who would just want to live like you're really using your brain on that one. And now we get to hear Lacey talk out of his mouth, which I feel like is confused for his ass sometimes, because the shit he says is just ass. You know what I mean? It has no meaning.
Joe.
Got me subways
Hey
here.
Joe, let me ask you a question, Joe. Hey Joe, let me ask you a question. If I went and landed on Earth and stood on it, I'd fall through the
It'd be a
clouds
fucking
onto
meteor. It'd be a fucking meteor, bro.
What did he say? I can't even understand this. If I went and landed on Earth, I'd fall through the clouds?
Fucking meteor. It'd be a fucking meteor, bro.
If I went and landed on Earth, I'd fall through the clouds? What is he fucking spewing?
Oh.
This guy has diarrhea coming out of his mouth.
Listen,
Holy shit.
if I went and stood on Earth from space, I would fall through the clouds onto the Earth.
Are you
if you stood
fucking
on the moon,
slow?
you'd fall through the moon.
Are you fucking dumb? Ooh. I'm getting lightheaded because of, like, it's just filling my brain with fucking air, bro. If I went and stood on the Earth, I'd fall through the clouds. You should fall through the moon. Brother, you're standing on the surface. You're on the surface right now of Earth. If you go and stand on the moon's surface, it's not going to be the same thing. Also, I just want to go ahead and, say, does the moon have an atmosphere? Let me just put this in perspective. The atmosphere? That's where the clouds are. It's up there in, like, the sky, where right below, like it's in our atmosphere. That's the whole point of it. So, the concept of it, buddy, is that, you can't stand on the outer, like, the entrance to the planet, but you can stand on the fucking land that the planet has, just like you are the ground. Oh my god, bro. Or if I took a shit, that shit would be more important than what Lacey's saying right now. It genuinely would have, like, more interest in it, and it can't even talk. Like I'm listening to a character from Rick and Morty.
Tell him again,
Thank you,
bro.
Toby. Thank you.
Yeah, tell him again.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I
Toby.
mean,
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I gotta move my
I
face
don't know.
cam.
I mean, I'm just happy you guys believe that shit, bro. I mean, Joe, you're
Okay,
you're,
I think they actually went up though. You don't think they went up?
No, it's
I
fake.
mean, no, you're just.
I think they went
retarded.
up.
You mean
No,
today
they
or in the
went up.
past, Ron?
Today.
No, I'm talking about in the
No.
past. In the
No,
past,
no,
no,
today they
one's
went
ever
up,
been on
bro.
the
He
moon.
also said today it was fake.
Yeah, it was
No,
fake.
no, today wasn't fake.
Today
Today
wasn't
wasn't
fake.
fake.
I
today
think
wasn't
the thing
fake.
back then it was to beat Russia, right? Wasn't that what it was?
Yes. They wanted to make Russia think that we were there first.
It was real,
Well, I
yo.
get all my news from TikTok.
I guess NASA's going to the moon on April 1st, on April Fool's Day. Like, no, dude, it's obviously.
surprise me.
Whoa, wait, that's a good point, Lacey. I
It's
didn't
all
think of
big
that.
April
didn't think
Fools.
of
Wait,
that,
I didn't
bro.
think
It's
of that.
April
I didn't
Fool's,
think
bro.
of that. I didn't think of that.
I just want you guys to be able to see their thing. One sec. Actually, let me get this set up for you guys real quick. I just want y'all to be able to see everybody's face cams.
Today was fake.
So
I'll tell you it's fake.
Today was fake. I fucking couldn't agree anymore. How the fuck can it be real? And I'm watching it in fucking 720p in 2026.
Right.
Fuck it off.
And guess what? Guess what? I'm in Florida. Didn't see a rocket ship in the air anywhere.
Well, there you go. That's all the evidence you need then.
I'm
but
saying
you
this.
didn't see it. You didn't
False.
see it.
No, Ron, I'm in Miami, looking directly in the sky on top of a parking garage. Didn't even
false.
see a thing in the air.
He didn't even see it in the air.
Jinxie.
Viking.
Yo, I just want to say with Lacey's brain cells, he was probably looking the opposite direction. I feel like Lacey's the type of person to genuinely just f up the directions of where the rocket's gonna be and just look in the wrong direction. Like he's like the type of person where he's like, so actually, yeah, we're gonna be going to Iceland, and he's like, oh, so cool, I'll see you guys there, and he flies to Greenland. Like that's just how I see Lacey. His brain cells, I don't think they exist. I don't think they're real. They can't be real, right?
Guys, I'm in Florida, guys. Come on.
Jinxie,
Come
did
on.
you think?
Jinxie. Oh, thank God.
Did you think the original
Thank
moon
God.
landing happened 100 years ago?
So let me say this, bro. First off, in 1960, I believe it was 1969, there's no way we have the technological capability.
Exactly.
Wait.
Exactly.
Joe, wait.
Exactly.
Joe, wait.
It's true.
That's what I thought
Exactly.
until today. Now, after I saw today, and I saw the Earth is round. I didn't know that. I saw the Earth is round
That was
too.
fake
What?
today.
A lot of
The
new
Earth is
information
round?
has progressed.
Wait, do we actually think the Earth is flat?
Exactly.
Joe, there's a lot of shit going on with AI.
You didn't know the Earth was.
There's a lot of shit with AI. You can't trust everything you see, bro. And now I'm gonna say I believe it all now, bro.
Why does Joe have
Also,
a
I
question
left
mark
my
on his
room.
arm?
I'm like 2 hours away from Jupiter. I heard the rocket, guys. I heard it. It went.
Cap. That's not true, Jinx.
No,
They
obviously
say you're
today
in
was.
the Everglades. You're not gonna hear it,
I'm in
bro.
Miami. You're supposed to be able to see the ship from Miami. Me and a bunch of people were standing on top of a rocket. On top
Oh,
of a
fun's
parking
over,
garage. See shit.
everyone.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
Senna, how
Holy fuck. Just Jinxie thought the Earth was flat. Like, it sucks that he's the voice of reason. Like, at least he's an open mind, I guess. A lot of AI, brother, what are we doing? It was 1969. AI was not actually a fucking, like, realistic, like, thought process. Like, dumb and dumber. Like, it's just like a group of dumbsicles. Like, Toby's just quiet because he can't even talk to these people. Like, I can't even believe Joe's responding. I would genuinely punch my monitor at this point if I was sitting in that call. Like, y'all are not fucking real. Industry plans.
Fun's over.
My God.
Man,
My
fun's
God.
over.
You know what? Hi, Senna. Hi. How you doing, Senna?
Senna, didn't you throw Jinxie's
Senna.
Rocket League tournament yesterday?
Okay, so
Let me tell you,
Jinxie,
let me tell you why it's fake. Let me tell you why it's
Tell him,
fake.
Ginge,
How
tell
can
him.
it take 6 days to get to the moon, but
4.
only take 1 day to get to the other side of the world? It makes no sense.
Okay.
Wait.
You're right.
That actually
It's a 13-hour flight to London.
Who the fuck said that makes sense? Who the fuck said that makes sense?
Moon, but
4.
only take 1 day to get to the other side of the world.
Who said
It
that
makes
makes
no
sense?
Okay.
Wait.
You're right.
That actually
It's a 13-hour flight to London.
Actually, you're right.
Okay.
Wait.
You're right.
That actually
It's a 13-hour flight to London.
I'm not a mute him.
You're right. Actually, you're kind of right. Bro, are we... So we literally evidently point out the fact that there's no air in space, and that a plane is like, and they should understand that a plane is different than a rocket, and that we've been doing, bro, what the fuck are we talking about? Oh my god. How far away in miles is the moon from Earth? Oh my god, chat, what the fuck? Okay, ready? I wanna look up one more thing. If you guys, you can stick with me real quick. How big is Earth in miles? Oh my god. This is crazy, chat. So this is 238,000 miles away from the Earth. This is 24,901 miles, okay? And his question was what?
1 day to get. How can it take 6 days to get to the moon, but only take 1 day to get to the other side of the world?
Okay, so to even put this into a question by Ginge is the dumbest fucking question that I think anybody has said in this entire thing. How can it take us in, what does he say, like,
Let me tell you why it's fake. Let me tell you
why it's fake. How can it take 6 days to get through the moon, but only take 1 day to get to the other side of the world?
It makes no sense.
He's laughing, bro. He doesn't even believe it. He's saying it, but he doesn't believe it. He's literally grabbing his ass and he's just like squeezing it, bro. Like he's just like, I'm goofy. Like you fucking idiot. He's obviously joking, and it makes it funny, and that's why I fuck with Ginge. But like if Lacey said that shit, I believe it. I believe he thought that. And then Muda going, wow, you're actually right. And then Ron going, wait, like brother. The clickbait, the content clips, like the clippers, like are eating this up, and this is why these are the popular streamers, bro, because they can make clips like that and actually make it believable. Ginge not really believable, but everyone else, yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
You're right. Yeah, it's a 13-hour flight from London.
He's actually right.
I'm right.
Because it's 3,000 miles.
It's almost like the space is like really big, and like we can't tell like how big space actually is, considering we don't even know the limits of how big it is. And I'm gonna keep reiterating the same sentence because it feels like I have to repeat something 5 times to these fucking slow brain slowpokes. I feel like I'm talking to a Pokemon because they don't exist. You get it? They don't actually have realistic brains because they're not fucking real. Like they might be smarter than these fucking humans in this call, excluding just Joe and Toby. I would say Toby just because I don't think Toby said anything that would relate to him being dumb. But Synod hasn't talked either, so Jinxie agrees, but Jinxie always just goes with.
It's a rocket ship. It's a rocket.
Yeah, they go.
It's fast.
Goes 500 miles per hour.
Yeah, a rocket goes
fast. New York is like 3,000 miles versus 240,000 miles.
Okay, but the rocket ship's going faster, Joe.
Hello? Yeah, but it's not going
faster. Joe, it's simple math.
Hey, let's go. What's up, guys?
Daddy, your camera's not.
Let's actually see if Artemis 2 is traveling 25,000 miles per hour and will reach the moon in 4 days. Basic math shows that this distance of 96 hours times 25,000 miles per hour, 2,400,000 miles. The moon is only around 240,000 miles away. I know it won't travel in a straight line to get there, but traveling 10 times further seems rather a lot. If anyone could enlighten me, I'd be grateful. First, it's not going in a straight line. It's orbiting the Earth. It's a couple times first. Second, the speed is the maximum speed it will go. During the final burn to the moon, the escape burn back, it doesn't travel a whole speed the whole time. Edit, for example, it's going over 5,600 kilometers an hour right now. That's about 3,500 miles per hour. And also, they're saying it's going to take 4 days to reach Earth. Like, there's so much more math that goes into it that is excluded. But even just looking at it in simple terms, yes, it would be going if it was going the maximum speed the entire time. But if you're driving a car or doing a plane, any of these things, you're not going maximum speed the entire time. And the difference between a plane and a rocket ship is in rocket ship, you're dealing with so many different aspects that you have to contribute into this prospect. But their brains are too small to even think about that. So.
Deji, why are you blue square?
Deji, the voice.
Wait, what'd you say?
I think it's mine. I think it's mine not working.
Deji,
Daniel, turn your camera on.
Deji, what was your thoughts on the moon landing today? Fake or real?
Moon exploration, brother.
If I'm being honest, come on, what's up, Toby? If I'm being honest.
Well, I'm sorry. Why only Toby?
No,
what?
Oh,
wait, Jin.
Daniel, what's up, Daddy?
Only said hello to Toby.
Wasn't he the only one to throw up a peace sign?
Sorry. What's up, everyone? What's up,
I think I know why, actually. I'm not really happy with it.
So was it fake or not? Did we actually launch that rocket?
So I saw the rocket go up, but then they switched the camera instantly to them. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Good idea.
Now it's a 3D model.
It was low-key sus.
It is sus, in my opinion. It
Okay,
looks sus,
but Jinxie, let me ask you a question, okay? So you're telling me 60, 70, 100 years ago, wherever it was, we went to the moon.
Okay, not even knowing the time span between this and that shows that you have no knowledge in this aspect, and like Joe should be chill, bruh. But he can't relax because everybody, like, there's so many ill-brained people in here. And that Deji saying, yo, they showed it going up and then they switched to him so fast. I'd rather see the reactions of the humans inside of the rocket than just, you know, the rocket itself, which is already super far away. When they showed the initial launch, which is the most important part of that. You know, just putting that out there. But no, we can't use our brain. We can't think a little bit.
We went to the moon, right? And then we don't go back to the moon for all these years, and all of a sudden they do it for a Twitch stream. I guess.
I told you exactly.
Convenient. A Twitch stream is easy. They did a stream on YouTube. They've streamed it all over, like the like NASA, like YouTube. They streamed it everywhere they could to show people money. That's gonna more revenue. The more people who jump in that stream, they're gonna make money from that. Maybe it's not gonna be an exceptional amount, but it's still gonna be money. It's also gonna be more people seeing, also more people witnessing this huge event, which by the way was streamed on live TV when it like originally happened, or over the radio, or whatever it was. It was streamed wherever it could have been. Nowadays we have Twitch. Nowadays we have so many streaming platforms. So why not use what is at hand? That's just the takes just get dumber and dumber. Like I don't know. Lacey might be able to solo. Like he might actually be able to be the Three Stooges by himself with nobody else in the room. He could actually do it. I think he could pull it off easily.
Really true. Exactly. And they don't land. No, they drive by.
Why don't we just ask the
Again.
alien himself, Jason? Was the moon
We're testing.
landing real today, Jason?
I don't even know what you're talking about. No.
Yeah, Muda, good point. Why would we drive around the moon? Let's land.
I don't even know what we're talking about. And then Jason goes, no. And then Jinxie comes in there with, good point, Muda. Why don't we just land on the moon? Well, what's the point? What's the point in landing on the moon? We're testing to see if we can actually continue, like, do what we did back then. It's like, I don't even know how to, like, put this into preference. Like, you're not going to shoot a real person to test the gun, right? You're not going to put it in the military without testing it. You're going to shoot a target before you use the gun to make sure it actually works properly. And that's like what they're not understanding. And they're like, oh, there's human lives on this ship, but why don't we just automatically land them on the moon? We tested flying before we landed on the moon with other like spaceships, with other rocket ships. Like, we tested stuff. That's what we're supposed to do. Y'all are fucking missing out on the factor that, hey, if they land on the moon and then they can't get off for some reason, that's a mission where somebody has to go save them. A, or B, that's just a mission that they could just die.
Right? Let's land. Right?
Oh, I feel like I just worked out. I feel like I actually just worked out for like a good hour.
Because it costs a little bit more money to land.
Yeah.
Bro, what are you,
Joe? Are you like a NASA? Like, are you paid by NASA, bro?
No,
Guys, it's obvious there's no parking
For
on
a
this one.
multitude of reasons. And if you
did.
land, you lose your momentum and then have to take off back.
Bro, so
again.
what? Bro.
He does it. NASA
Make it
agent.
sound like it's
Primarily due to immense cost, the end of Apollo era speed race, the lack of political long-term justification. The Apollo program was prohibitively expensive, and with the primary goal of beating the Soviet Union, achieved national interest and funding shifted away. It's the same reason we haven't explored the ocean. Like, there's so much you could have said here, and it just sucks. It costs the equivalent of 300 billion today, bro. Like, imagine it. Oh my god. And why didn't we land on the moon again with Artemis 2? Because it was designed as a crucial crewed test flight to validate deep space systems, not a landing mission. The Orion capsule lacks landing capabilities, and the mission focuses on safety by testing systems including heat shields and life support before the planned landing with Artemis 3. The reason they're doing this is a test. Oh my god, it's just a testament to what I've been saying because I'm spitting literal fucking facts because people are just slow brained and they don't understand that. Hey, maybe we should test something before we do it. You know, I don't even understand, bro. I just don't understand. Like this, like we just got. I'm gonna run through this real quick, okay? So before I continue, the reason we didn't land on the moon with Artemis 2 is a test. We wanted to go, okay, you know what? We can jump back into this, and we built better machines. We built better life support, better heating. Like, we wanted to make sure this is actually good, so when we do land on it, they're okay, and they don't fucking die. Streamers talking about the NASA moon landing. You can see that there. See this right here? Okay. All right. Okay, we got Cinna. Cinna hasn't said shit. She's just literally the most muted mute I've ever seen in my life. Probably because if she said something, they'd all jump on her ass. Like, not all of them, but we got Deji, who just comes in, joins the call, and goes, they switched the cameras really fast, so they gotta be lying, okay? Then we got Ginge. Ginge has just been talking out of his ass, who doesn't even know how to pronounce the word economic. So he goes economic, which I guess there is a difference in accents, but that's just what he's been doing. That's just the gist of it, right? Joe Bart, who's just getting actually, like, he's getting, I think, impaled with like rage-inducing shots. Like, he's being rage baited so hard that I swear to God he'll never have to masturbate another day in his life. Then we got Jinxie down here, or above me, whatever, who goes, Muda, you made a good point, my friend. You said that why are we not landing on the moon? Okay, I don't think it's fake, though. The world might have been flat, though, before this. Like, brother is all over the place. He just jumps on the fucking most, like the easiest person to, like, talk to. Like, he's just like, ooh, Muda, you're right. Ooh, that's a good point, Lacey. Even though Lacey is, like, talking, like, saying less interesting stuff and less accurate stuff than if I took a shit in the toilet, I would be more interested in that. Jason comes in there and goes, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but no, it wasn't real. Lacey, I don't want to, like I said, bro, I'm not even hitting on that guy. Dude is in another world. He is the best rage baiter here because you believe him. Muda, I don't even know. Muda just jumps in to just, like, Muda genuinely is just a cheater. Ron will come in and say some dumb shit, and then he'll say some smart shit, and then he'll just go back to dumb shit. And then Toby's over here just like, bro, what the fuck am I listening to? Like, there's no way, like, I could talk to any of these people because they just sound dumb. That's it. That's what I've been experiencing right now. Like, this has been the most fun video, but also I feel like I just did like a 24-hour straight marathon because of how dumb they are, that my brain is working in like overtime. Like, I'm playing chess in 4 different angles, in 5 different fucking layers for like 1D, 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D. Like, fuck me, bro. Holy shit, man.
The end of the world if they land.
These are our top streamers, by the way.
Why not do it again?
You're 90% there. Why not just do the next to 10%?
Exactly. Just fucking start.
Why don't they just land on the moon, guys? This mission wasn't prepared to land on the moon, but why don't they just do it? It doesn't have the capabilities really to land on the moon, but why don't they just do it? It's a test, so why don't they just land on the moon and then fly away from the moon again? Why don't they just waste more fuel when they could just keep the momentum and use the momentum to get back to Earth and use a lot less materials and stuff? Why don't they just use the test that was supposed to be a test and just land on the moon and say, fuck it, when they have no reason to land on the moon? We've already landed on the moon before, so what's the point in landing on the moon again when there's literally no reason to land on the moon when this is a test to test the life support and the heating? Just type in a little fucking Google search, buddy. Use your brain a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna, like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna drive a car that was just created, and that is brand new, and it's the first prototype of its kind, and just instantly think, yeah, this is the 100% working. Like, this is 100% valid. There needs to be no test. This is safe. This is 100% safe. Like, oh my god, yo, Muda and Lacey might be the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life if they're serious. I don't believe Muda one bit, but Lacey I think is genuinely, like, serious, or he's just a fucking capital masturbating, rage baiting motherfucking goat.
The engine again when you want to go. It's not fucking ass.
Oh, actually true.
Exactly.
Can I say something?
Oh, please, Squishy. Please, Squishy. Please.
Wait.
Do you believe in aliens?
I can't talk to this kid.
We had this conversation.
We have one, but we have to talk to
This
them. We have
exact
to talk to them.
conversation.
So welcome to
Yo,
Earth.
Joe, what would you rather have? A madder goat or a madder baby?
Yo, aren't you 0-3 in Bro v Bros right now? And, like,
Oh my god. Oh my god. To be fair, yeah, Ron lost against Joe, lost against Jinxie, and he lost against what? Ludwig, right? That's fucking embarrassing, dog. Losing against Ludwig in fucking Jinxie is crazy, dog. Jinxie, who has the brain cells of a fucking like dead animal, like, because their brain isn't working, and then Ludwig, who just is the unk of all unks and chose sports instead of gaming when his entire brand is based off of gaming originally. It's just crazy. In the Mr. Beast challenge, by the way. And then the only one who actually makes sense is Joe, because Joe actually has a little bit of game sense and isn't a fucking like the headless chicken running around trying to figure out what to do in video games as if it's not laid out for you in majority of games. But to be fair, I guess talking about Jinxie, it's the same guy who played Battleship and didn't realize that scanning with a recon, when it shows the description of what it does this, and he scanned every ship that he had left and still almost lost.
Alright, bro.
So yeah, that's that.
Fortnite. I beat him in Fortnite.
Okay, bro, I need y'all to see this. Read this shit, bro. Oh my fucking god, bro. This fucking person goes, the whole room has a combined IQ of 115. Joe has 110. Yeah, I don't think there's any truer statement, honestly. All right, guys, that's the fucking end of the video. I'm done with this shit.